Hello, I'm Dr Jodi Richardson, and you're listening to Well, Hello Anxiety, a podcast where we end the struggle with anxiety and build our toolkit of practical skills to thrive. Hello. I have given up on waiting for our rooster, Buffy, to stop crowing to record this episode. I'm underway now. And so if you hear him crowing in the background, he's very noisy, then please forgive that extra noise. Please know also, I've waited quite a while and I don't want to wait any longer. I really want to share this with you. I wanted to talk today about muscle tension, about jaw clenching, about headaches, about backaches, and about the way that muscle tension really rises in a lot of us who live with anxiety. I also wanted to share with you that at night, when I go to bed every night, I wear a splint, which is essentially a type of form-fitted mouthguard that's specially made for me. And the reason I do that, it's very attractive, I must say. The reason I do that is because I grind my teeth. And I wonder whether or not you may have been told that you grind your teeth as well. If you do live with anxiety, it's a way that we can often spend our day is clenching our jaws and grinding at night, which we're obviously unaware of at the time, but the muscle tension can sometimes cause us challenges in that way. And I wonder if you were to notice right now whether or not you may need to unclench your jaw and relax your mouth and your jaw and let a little bit of space come between your top and bottom teeth. Really relax your face. So I do clench my jaw during the day, and sometimes at night when I go to sleep or I'm lying on the pillow, I actually realize that I'm holding so much tension in my body that if I can consciously relax my shoulders and my neck, I really can fall a couple of inches right into the pillow and really relax. And so I'm telling you all of this because it's such a common symptom of stress and anxiety, this muscle tension. And what we also know is that unchecked, the muscle tension that we can often carry, if we're unaware of it, can lead to other challenges like joint pain and muscle pain and back pain, a jaw ache, maybe an expensive dental bill if you too need a splint to protect your teeth at night. And in some cases, it can even exacerbate anxiety about the pain that is developing as a result of the muscle tension that started because of the anxiety. Oh, joy. So, thankfully, like everything else when it comes to anxiety, there are strategies that can help. One of those is massage. We know that massage helps to reduce muscle tension. We also know that many people, I'm one of them, find massage very relaxing. And so it can be a way to help reduce stress and reduce anxiety as well. Having a warm shower or sitting in a spa or having a lovely bath can really help to relieve muscle tension as well. So that's something to consider, and is also an opportunity to really relax and unwind, because when we live with anxiety, we can sometimes have this tension that's ongoing at low levels for a long period of time. And it's important that we make time in our day regularly to help relieve ourselves of that tension, whether that's through our breathing, whether that's through a mindful moment, whether that's through consciously tuning in to our physiology and being aware of how we're holding ourselves and what we might need. Stretching is, of course, another really lovely way to reduce muscle tension, and that might be something that you do as a daily ritual, maybe of an evening when you might otherwise be sitting down watching some TV, which is how I like to unwind in the evening for an hour. You might like to roll out a yoga mat, do a little bit of stretching, and really think about stretching through the neck and the shoulders, the upper back, and anywhere else that you carry the tension in your body. Something that I absolutely love when it comes to reducing tension is progressive muscle relaxation. And it's a technique where you pre-tense the muscles. So whilst listening to this, I invite you to try clenching your fists, but it doesn't have to be a maximum effort. You don't have to use 100% force when you're doing some pre-tension. So about 50% to pre-tense the muscles and then consciously relax. And you can do this as a progression from your toes to your nose. You can curl your toes under, hold, and relax. And bring your attention to that part of your body. As the blood flow is increased, you might feel a warmth, you might feel a little tingle. You can then progressively move from your feet up to your calves. You might stand up on your tippy toes and really pre-tense the calves and then relax. And you can follow this same process through a whole range of different muscle groups, right through to scrunching up your face and relaxing. And I've done this in Zoom presentations before where I'm teaching this and I'm like, please don't take a screenshot because this is really not a good look. So these are all different ways that you can help release and reduce muscle tension. The reason we get so tense with ongoing stress and anxiety is because when our brain has detected a threat and we are in a fight or flight state, our muscles tend to prepare us to be able to defend ourselves or to run away to keep ourselves safe. And so when you're constantly triggering this fight or flight response, it can lead to chronic muscle tension. But I've shared today some of the ways that you can help reduce that tension and relax through the muscles that are really tense and settle down that response and develop some more relaxation in the process. One of the things that really is at the heart of managing our anxiety symptoms is our awareness. When we are anxious, we can often be thinking about anything but what's happening in the moment. So through attention training and building a mindful awareness, we're able to tune into how our body feels, do a scan from the top of our head right down to our toes, and tune into how we're feeling, how we're sitting, how we're moving, where the tension lies, and then draw on one of the practical strategies that I've shared to help reduce that tension in the moment or even a little bit later in the evening before bed. The bonus of a warm shower before bed is it helps move blood away from the brain into the extremities, and the contrast between the warm shower and the cooler bathroom will also help prepare your body for an optimal state for falling asleep without sort of lying awake thinking about what's been happening during the day when you put your head on the pillow. That's it for today. This is a nice short one. And I'm so thrilled that I have not been interrupted. And whilst Buffy is still crowing, I've still been able to share these strategies and ideas with you. Do you know what I would really love? I would love it if this podcast is helping you. Could you please tell one person? And you know what? Sometimes people would love to listen, but don't actually know how to listen to a podcast. Perhaps you might be able to support them. Thank you again for your time. I am so grateful to be in your company once a week, and I really do hope that all of these tips are really helpful. Perhaps you might jump onto Instagram and join me and share which one you like the most. All right, thanks so much. I'll see you next week. Bye. Thank you so much for joining me for this week's episode. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe and leave a review. To keep the conversation going, I'd love you to join me over on Instagram. You'll find me at Dr Jodi Richardson. Also, if you'd like a copy of my free 5-day mini email course, Calm Your Anxious Brain, then jump over to my website, drjodirichardson.com, and you can sign up down the bottom. I've really enjoyed having your company. Thanks so much. See you next time.